So many Algerians have said is their favourite.
Welcome to Oran.
I am so excited to show you my city.
We are literally engulfed.
Somewhere, this is meant to be a view of Oran.
Kind of chaotic. I'm excited to explore it.
Everybody's so friendly. Hello.
Look at this. I'm so squished. It's just a random thing to put inside bread, but here we go.
مرحبا بكم Algeria Oran.
Perfect.
Merci beaucoup.
Good morning and welcome to Oran, Algeria's second city, and a city that so many Algerians have said is their favourite in the whole country. They've called it the Las Vegas or the Los Angeles of the country, as it is the most liberal, it is the most open, and it is home to Algerian folk music Ray. So hopefully we can listen to some of that. We got here after taking the most ridiculous 7-hour train journey from Algiers, but we have arrived, and just look at the view from our balcony. We've got the next couple of days to explore this beautiful city. I think it could possibly be a little bit more beautiful than Constantine. But before we head out, we've got to show you where we're staying. Look at this. Outrageous.
We are getting lucky with our balconies and upgrades here in Algeria. We are staying at the Royal Hotel, which is located on supposedly one of the most beautiful streets in the whole of Oran, Boulevard Soumam. I mean, look around us, the buildings are absolutely insane. We're also staring at Oran's answer to the Grand Post, the National Bank, very beautiful. We have an absolutely humongous balcony. I mean, who needs this much balcony? It goes all the way round, but come on in. This is actually a 5-star hotel, and you can tell by the decor. It's very historic, royal, elegant. The draping curtains, the pictures on the wall, our massive bed, the dark wood. I love that. That always tells you it's historic. You can come through. We have a massive.
Right, this is my favourite bit. You can have a poo with a view.
You're a poet and you didn't know it, but I'm so excited to get out and explore this beautiful city.
Quick breakfast, and we have headed up into the mountains above Oran to get the best vantage point of the city and to see the fortress and the chapel that overlook the bay. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, it's really cloudy today, so the visibility isn't the best, but I think it shows just how high up we are.
We have met up with our local guide Red, and we are so excited to explore your city.
I am so excited to show you my city. Welcome to Oran.
We're starting up at the Fort of Santa Cruz and the Chapel of Santa Cruz. Oran has actually changed hands multiple times through the Ottomans, the French and the Spanish, and the fort itself was built by the Spanish and the chapel was built by the French, so you have a real mix of buildings and architecture and style here, and we are literally engulfed.
Somewhere, this is meant to be a view of Oran, but we have clouds.
We can see a semi-view of Oran. We have teamed up with Skyscanner to bring you our top travel tips. Travelling full-time for the last few years means hopefully we know what we're talking about. We have used Skyscanner for every flight that we have booked, as it is a world travel engine, finding you the best deals on hotels, flights and much more. The very first travel tip that we have for you is to take photos. Now, we know necessarily that this is not a travel tip, but we think it is so important to capture those amazing travel memories. The second tip that we have is to not be afraid of street food. Lots of people are, but street food is often the best way to learn about the culture and the country. Make sure you look for busy vendors or stalls. It's often where the local hangout is. Street food is delicious and cheaper too, so it is a win-win. Our third and final tip would be to be flexible and use Skyscanner when booking and planning your trips. You can actually use the Explore Everywhere button on the Skyscanner website and it will bring up lots of different random destinations for you in order of the cheapest. So you can save money whilst bagging yourself a spontaneous trip. A massive thank you to our long-term partner Skyscanner, and let's get back to the video.
I feel like you're going to have to use your imagination a little bit today. There would be the beautiful chapel with the Virgin Mary overlooking the Mediterranean and the town below. It was actually built, or started to build, in the beginning of the 19th century, but it was finished off a lot later. But we're now hiking up further and heading further back in history to the fort itself, which dates back to around the 16th century. You can see how the Spanish started higher up, French a little bit lower, then the town below even further. I'm acting like it's high altitude, it's not. And welcome to the top of the Santa Cruz Fortress. Like I said, use your imagination. Below, Mediterranean Sea, beautiful city, whitewashed buildings, but today we have clouds. This was built by the Spanish back in the 16th century and then was refurbished by the French in like the 18th, 19th century. It costs 110 to get in, which I can't believe. So 50 pence to come up here. We actually have to film on the phone because my security guard, he's a little bit...
He's having a bad day.
He's having a bad day, but we're up here. Imagine Oran below us.
So, Oran's most famous dish is karantika. And you know, karantika was invented in the fort of Santa Cruz, and especially in this chamber, which is the kitchen. So there was a siege, the Ottomans sieged the Spaniards, and because the Spaniards didn't have much ingredients, he took chickpeas, salt, oil and some eggs, which was the only remaining ingredients in the kitchen, and he threw them into the oven, and when the dish came out of the oven, it was too hot. Spanish language. Hot is caliente, and too hot is calientita or caliente. It's something like that. And caliente turned into karantika, which is the original name.
The security guard in there really didn't like us. He took a slight disliking, and then in the end we couldn't take photos or videos or anything on our phone, but normally you'll be fine. Apparently he was having a bad day. You can go there, take your pictures of the view when you have a view. Not like us, we have the clouds, but we can come outside and kind of appreciate it. Like I said, use your imagination. We've had a bit of bad luck. There's been no view and the security guard didn't like us at all, so we're going to head back down into the city and see what the Las Vegas of Algeria has to offer. You look good. Very good. Saha. Bye. Masalama. Even people on the bus is stopping for a photo.
And they're shouting out, Sorda, everyone wants a photo here. From the fort we have headed down to Medina Jadida. As you can hear, probably the loudest and craziest place here in Oran. It's essentially the marketplace. It's where everyone's doing their shopping and it is really kind of chaotic. I'm excited to explore it.
This is chaotic. This is the busiest place. Hello. Everyone is so friendly. Hello. And breathe. Everyone's so friendly here. It's actually the most people I've seen anywhere in Algeria so far, and they sell absolutely everything: sweets, clothing, football shirt. Can I get another football shirt? I might get another football shirt.
We are literally sandwiched right now. This is a lot of fruit and veg. I don't need any fruit and veg, but it looks very good, very fresh. Look at this. I'm so squished.
Welcome to Oran.
This is so chaotic. As you go through, you go past like the fruit and veg sellers, and now you come to sort of like the car boot sale, where everyone is selling absolutely everything. What have we got?
The local series.
That's so good. These are all Algerian?
Yes, these are Algerian series.
On little CDs, like for DVD players?
This one was very famous.
Really?
It's still famous.
Still famous.
I would get one, but we won't be able to watch it.
Yeah, we won't understand a word of it. Honestly, this market is insane, but there's this like little shop that you can just smell the most delicious smell ever. Coffee. I think it's been around since 1927. I can read French. And he has like this coffee presser thing here. I think what he does is he crushes the beans into a powder so you can make your coffee that way. Do you want to buy some? Like, we can try it. I don't know if we'd be able to make it that good, but we can try. We just got a packet of coffee, freshly ground and made from Cafe Aoud for 100 dirhams. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, Saha.
So is it his family that opened the shop back in 1927?
La famille تاعكم اللي حلوا هذا Yes.
Wow, and generation to generation they pass it down and...
فاتت جينيراسيون حتى وصلت لعندك. Yes. He started working when he was 20 years and now he is 53.
33 years, incredible.
53.
So he's been working for 33 years in this shop.
33 years.
Thank you so much, my friend. Saha, Saha. Very good.
Good, good,
Good, good, good.
good, good.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Saha.
you, thank you.
Thank you.
That is so cute. That just completely threw me off actually. What a sweet, oh man, look at this, got loads of sweets. Anyway, we finally made it out of the Medina Jadida and we're heading towards the European part of the city. Behind me you will see which was the largest and most beautiful synagogue in all of Africa, which was turned into a mosque, and it is pretty impressive. Like, you can see all the stained glass around it and the trees growing into it. It is really pretty. And then, yeah, I mean, that just completely threw me. I've got tutti fruttis from an old man.
Right next to the old synagogue is the district of Jerb, which used to be the old Jewish district, but now it has a certain... Hello, my friend. Hello, salam.
Yeah.
Has a certain reputation, but so far everyone seems to be incredibly friendly. It's just an area that's concentrated with an incredibly high amount of people, so when there's a high amount of people, maybe certain things can happen, but everyone here seems incredibly friendly. It seems like any other street that we've found so far throughout Algeria.
Welcome to Derb. مرحبا بكم. Algeria, Oran.
Ah, perfect.
Merci beaucoup.
I like Derb.
This is so funny. Absolutely everybody wants to have a photo taken of them or have a video. We're just getting shouted at left, right and centre. This is the city where everyone wants photos, I swear. Like, Oran in general, everyone wants a photo.
Very good. Very good. Bye-bye.
We now have a local tour guide to show us. Where is he taking us, Red?
To the house where they turned Walad al-Halal.
And that is the famous
TV series.
the famous
was
TV
aired
series.
in Ramadan.
Ah, so it was filmed here in this street.
We have a local guide.
And this was the building where the famous Algerian TV show was filmed. We found it.
We'll let you in on a secret though. Red hasn't watched it, and neither have we.
Never judge a book by its cover. I liked Jerv. The people were very interested and they all wanted to show us their favourite spots or show us their shops, but what a contrast. One road away we have made it to the main square of Oran, the November the 1st square, which is when they gained independence, and right behind me the beautiful building is the Opera House that dates back to 1908, and you can tell straight away that you've headed to the European part of town with the French colonial buildings.
Behind me is the town hall, which has two lions sitting either side. It's pretty much the symbol of the city because in Amazigh the name Oran originated, I think, from like the two lions, which is pretty cool.
So just off the main square is this tiny little unassuming building that probably wouldn't look like much to you, but this is Disco Maghreb. This is where the traditional music of Oran, Rai music, was produced. They used to sell CDs and cassettes, and in recent years it got even more famous because of the artist DJ Snake. He named a song after it, and even Macron got to visit, but he got to blooming go inside, didn't he? And we're not the only ones stopping at the building in the time we've been here, in like 2-3 minutes. 10 groups of people coming up, getting their Instagram photos next to the Disco Maghreb.
We've come to Ibot, which does the best karantika in all of Oran. As Red was explaining when we were up at the fort, that is where they sort of discovered
It's not with a
the
G
dish.
like in Algiers.
So in Algiers they call it garantita. In Oran they call it karantika.
I'm hungry.
I am hungry. So this is the famous karantika. It's basically like chickpeas, flour, mixed together in a French bread. I mean,
Sort of looks like a lasagna.
a lasagna.
When
It's
he's
like-
chopping it up, yeah, when he's chopping it up.
Oh yeah, because it's like
lasagna.
baked. Yeah, I mean it's just a random thing to put inside bread. But here we go. How much was this? 20 dinar. Oh, it's actually quite nice. I think you could probably do
less
with
than
some hot
10p.
sauce. Less than 10p, and you get a great snack.
It's good. It's cheesy, it's bready, it's cheap, it's filling. And I'll say it quietly, I'm going to whisper this, it's better than the one you can get in Algiers.
We've made it to the seafront, getting that great sea breeze. It's really similar to the one in Algiers. You have the port, you're overlooking the harbour, and then on this side you have all the palm trees and lots of shops and ice cream shops. I mean, I feel like we're just going to find somewhere and have a little sit down. We've done a lot of walking. Oran is a very walkable city, and I feel like I could do with an ice cream or something.
We were told the one difference. Apparently the architecture here is more Art Deco.
Yeah, so ever so slightly different. I mean, you can see it when you look up. I mean, I think
Do you can tell the difference?
I can't tell the difference, but I have to say,
You're
I
an
think
architect?
the buildings on the Algiers seafront are slightly prettier.
Cheers, Saha. Cheers. We've come in to one of the only cafes on the boulevard overlooking the seafront, and I've got the most random thing ever. So apparently this is a panache. It is juice mixed with ice cream on the top. It sounded like a good idea at the time, now I don't know.
I mean, it'll be quite refreshing. 2 sips.
Let me get a bit of ice cream. It kind of works. In the UK, they give you a spoon to eat the ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try out the spoon. In the UK we do something similar. We have cream soda and you put ice cream on the top. So it's not too... It works, it's not too dissimilar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Saha.
Cheers.
From a panache, which is pretty much, I'd say, a kid's drink, to an adult's drink, we have come into Le Cliff. We couldn't come to the Las Vegas of Algeria without having a beer with a view over the Mediterranean.
They are committing the ultimate crime though. We are drinking a Stella.
Stella,
in a
world's best
Heineken
beer,
glass. What is
in a
that?
Heineken glass. That is a crime. So when people say that Oran is the Las Vegas of Algeria, it isn't actually the city, is it?
No, it's not the city of Oran, but it's the area of Layoun.
Layoun.
And Turk exactly.
But
So-
they count it as Oran, so.
So we've brought Layoun
yeah, we
to
brought
the
Layoun
city.
to the city.
Found a beer. Cheers.
Cheers again.
It might not be Layoun, but this is pretty impressive. We're sat on top of the hill, overlooking the Mediterranean. Just look at this view. Unbelievable.
Matt honestly does his research so well. Heading up to the Sheraton for a refreshing drink is definitely what we would recommend. I'm a hot and sweaty mess now though. If you have more time, definitely check out Layoun, the Las Vegas area here in Oran. But I must say it is absolutely so refreshing to have a young local show us around like Red. Fancy Yellow have basically done it with every one of our tour guides, having a local guide, and I think it's really important because not only do you help a local company, you're also helping a local who lives in the area. But as you can see, we are back at the hotel, and I must say, staying here is like staying in a museum, like in history. You wander around, there's things all over the wall, paintings, and you're in like a very historic building. So it's a very unique place to stay. We do have one more day here in Oran, but we're going to be heading outside of the city. And I'm pretty excited for that. Our time in Algeria is almost coming to the end. I'm not so excited about that, but it has been amazing. So without further ado, I'm gonna have a shower and get to bed. We'll see you in the next one from somewhere nearby Oran in Algeria.